over the 90 minutes, couldn't convert them. And that victory for Spurs, I mentioned before, just puts them 1 point now behind Arsenal. It's quite the run they've put together. Overall, you know, you look at this game, a draw could have been fair considering the opportunities Bournemouth had, but Spurs obviously take the win.
Well, Bournemouth, I think there was 4 straight wins coming in. They're a good little side, and Solanke up front is a handful and had quite a few chances. But ultimately, this is far from Tottenham's best performance. But, well, you know, 3 points for them. And as Postecoglou reminded the reporter after the game when he said he was 1 point off Arsenal, he said, well, 3 points off the top. And when you think they are where they are with... And people seem to get upset when you talk about the injuries and that Tottenham have had. But I think they have had it as bad, probably, them and Newcastle. Mm-hmm. Now, some of it is self-inflicted with their discipline problems, and the manager has noted that. But when you think about, you know, 1 point behind Arsenal and where they are in the league, with the problems they've had, with selling Harry Kane, with a new manager coming in, and with basically at times, you know, again there with 4 full-backs playing across the back 4, I think it's an amazing job thus far.
Do you think as well, and Postecoglou keep in his conferences keeps saying that they're building things, they're building something here. You know, roll the clock back a couple of weeks, maybe a month or so, when these injuries are really taking hold, and Spurs continue to play this what at times felt like suicidal high back line, and he just kept saying, this is who we are, this is what we're building. And now all of a sudden, Spurs have an identity. And even with those injuries, some of them coming back, but you know who Spurs are. They know who they are, most importantly, and they're getting results. And now all of a sudden, because they have an identity, and it's something we can't say about a lot of clubs in this league, they are playing to their strengths and getting results.
How impressed have you been with Postecoglou since he's come in, Kieran?
Oh yeah, really impressed. Really impressed. Shaka's right. They've got a foundation now. They've got a foundation. They've got an identity. They know who they are, and you know I don't worry about them long term this season. I don't think they've got enough to finish above Arsenal first of all, but also challenge for the title. But really impressed. I mean, you have to give them credit after all of the setbacks that Spurs have had this season. With ownership and the debacle with Harry Kane. Super impressed with him.
Meanwhile, of course, they're going to lose one of their key players for at least a month with the Asian Cup kicking off. Mark, with Son going with our friend Jurgen Klinsmann to represent South Korea.
Yeah, that's the big loss for Tottenham, isn't it? Because they have done so well without injured players. You know, Maddison's still out. Van der Ven has been a big loss. I mean, and Harry Kane as well has been gone all season. But you know, Son has really kind of carried the team at times. He's been their inspiration. He works so hard. He scores the goals. He leads. And I think if you're missing Son, that is a massive blow. So I do worry for Tottenham a little bit. I think they've done really well to maintain the situation they're in right now. But without their best player, that's going to be tough. But, you know, I'm looking at that fixture list. It's not the worst. You know, United away could be anything, but it's not the worst fixture list. So they might just get by. But he is a big loss. And, you know, he's one of the best players in the Premier League, Son. So any team would miss him, and especially the way he's playing this season.
I'm actually Tottenham are one of the teams I'm intrigued with what they're going to do in January, if anything, and the summer. And I tell you why, for 2 reasons. One, the manager has proven at other clubs that he's able to go out and sort of pick players that are under the radar. He did it at Celtic and he's done it elsewhere. It's a different ball game in the Premier League. Have we got the Boston Strangler on the show tonight? It's Kieran. Somebody in my... And the other side of it is like, you know, Van de Ven was under the radar, you know, and in all fairness, Maddison's a good player. How many others were out there to take him?
Yeah.
Maddison. How many of the big teams were going to say, well, yeah, we'll take Maddison? So I think between the recruitment and maybe the knowledge of different markets for Postecoglou, which are going to be cheaper for Tottenham, and we know Daniel Levy will absolutely love that, then I'm intrigued if they're going to do anything in January, and whether it's going to be under the radar players and how that's going to take them forward. And I don't know how long it is to Van de Ven and others came back, but that will certainly be huge for them. And if these players do come back and they can get through this period where possibly, you know, Sarr's away and Son's away, and they're still in a very good position, who knows? The top 4 could be there for them. But if they do start to falter and they continue with the injuries and the suspensions and the self-inflicted suspensions, then the top four is going to, I think, in the end, just be too much for them.
If you take a look at it, 6 to 5, they are the outsiders when compared to the rest of those teams you expect to be in the top four. In fact, it's as it stands, Aston Villa, I suppose, the big talking point there, Shaq.
Yeah, listen, it's really tough to call. From Spurs on up, 4 have to fit into that 5. I'm sticking with the 4 that I chose. I think Spurs just miss out, but...
Can you remember the 4 that you chose?
Yeah, the top 4.
I'm sure you would have had Newcastle in your top 4.
We're talking a week or 2 ago.
Yesterday,
I left them out a long time ago. No, I left Newcastle a long time ago. I said...
We're talking about the start of the season here.
No, I can't.
No, it doesn't count. Mark, to Craig's point, will they do any business in January?
I don't think they'll do much. I think, again, Tottenham are one of these clubs that, I mean, we know that they don't tend to do a lot of business in January, but I just think that they haven't got the funds and they've got people coming back. That I think Daniel Levy will look at it and say, look, you've got 5 or 6 people coming back maybe end of January, beginning of February, don't know, after all load the squad. So
now that
we've got Roy Hodgson at the bottom, obviously.
Roy's not going to... Roy's a bit long in the tooth for that.
Yeah.
I think... I don't think there's any doubt that Sean Dyche and Postecoglou are definitely up there. I mean, Eddie Howe's not really on the...
No, he's not.
Pep.
No.
Even Klopp, you know, he's...
Klopp's a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, those teeth, you know, this...
What doesn't get in the way of his fists?
You know, this dentist in Liverpool, those big teeth. You know what I mean, so...
Mark, who are you throwing in there?
I think Vincent Kompany could handle himself. He's got a bit of...
Yeah, that's true.
Big centre-half.
Yeah.
I think Vinny Kompany might be able to handle himself.
Yeah, there's not too many
Arteta
others.
wouldn't get involved, would he, Kieran?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't like it. He only likes being on the floor. He only likes it on the floor.
So, what?
He's a grappler. He's a grappler.
Oh, he's a grappler. That's your name.
Rob Edwards, though. Rob Edwards might have a shout.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you could throw Rob Edwards in there. Oh, Shaka, there you are. Power rankings.
All right, okay.
Manager's most likely to win a fight.
There's a few... Now that you come to think of it, there's a few weaklings, isn't there?
There's a few.
A few weaklings in there. Who else you got?
Gary O'Neill.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I don't fancy him. More